But I guess it depends too, like, what's your end goal? Like, I don't know, does everyone here want to get married in a long-term committal relationship? Like, what are your standards?
Well, I mean, what are my standards? Or
Yeah.
I prefer long-term relationships. I'm not particularly interested in just having sex with someone once. That's to me that's kind of pointless, to sleep with someone once and then never talk to them again. That's kind of like, for me, it's like, what's the point? Waste of time. If I have sex with someone, I want there to be a continuity. I want to continue seeing them with the hope that it does become something long-term. But sometimes, whether that's on her end or there's something.
But what's the point? Like, what's the end game?
Of what? Dating?
Yeah.
Long-term relationship. Maybe kids.
So no marriage, right?
I'm not in favor of marriage, no.
So wouldn't a woman that's like generally higher quality, wouldn't they want that commitment and security?
You mean marriage?
Yeah, if you were looking for a high quality partner you're spending your time with, wouldn't you expect them to want marriage and security?
Would I expect them to want marriage before having sex, or would I just want them to expect marriage in general?
As the end of the relationship.
Yeah, and having kids, because otherwise it's a baby mama, isn't it?
Are you saying because if you have a kid with somebody that's like just baby mama, that's like not a real family? Because my parents aren't married, they're still together and happy.
Yeah, some people will opt out of it and they'll be in the committal relationship still, but it is still a baby mama, right, and a baby daddy.
Well, I mean, in Europe or even just in Quebec, like a lot of people don't get married, and I'm sorry, like calling somebody like baby mama, that's a little.
No one would call them their baby
what's
mama.
wrong
They would
calling
say
baby
that's
mama?
my girlfriend.
What's wrong with calling a baby mama?
No, that's if
She's
they're
a mother
together.
of a
She
baby.
wants the smoke, Brittany.
If they're together, it's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right? If you guys had a baby right now, would you
It'd
just
be
be
your
his baby
girlfriend,
mama?
It would be your
baby
girlfriend
daddy.
/ baby mama or baby daddy, yeah.
No one would say that.
So then when is it a baby
Nobody
mama?
says that.
I mean, I think maybe they mean in a sense of like
When you
they're
break
not
up.
together. You know, like when you think of baby mama, you think of like some guy who has a pregnant, like not pregnant, but like with a child girlfriend, or not girlfriend. They're not together, and
Exactly.
like they're not together, and so that's his baby mama, but not his girlfriend. Like
I
that's
hear,
what
I
you
hear
usually
you.
think.
I hear you, but I've heard on so many occasions the term they use
No,
for
I've
when
heard
they're
that
not
as
married.
well, yeah.
When they're not married and they have a kid is baby mama,
Even
baby
if they're
daddy.
together? Because
Yeah.
technically,
Yeah.
even if you're
Well.
married,
Yeah.
you're the baby's mama. So
They
It's
say
a
spouse. Like, I don't know.
Because they would
like,
just say wife. Or,
also-
Just
so why wouldn't they
spouse.
just say
Mother of my
girlfriend or
children.
boyfriend?
my spouse.
People can be committed to each other
Yeah, not be married.
forever or whatever and not want to sign a marriage contract.
They-
They could just be, they could have a ceremony or whatever and just
Yeah.
not want to do a
So that'd still
marriage
be like
They
contract.
could,
technically
but
a
then,
marriage.
but then you as the woman, you're having the kid, and what protection or guarantee do you have? Like, you have a kid with this guy.
What kind
your
of protection for what?
Well, like, what if the guy just
Finances?
leaves you? They could just
They
like,
can leave you if you're married too.
But
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
more
but you
of a
get
commitment.
Alimony.
There's
Not
more
as-
of a commitment and a legal stake in things. Like, they have a
Okay,
stake
so
in
now
you.
they're tied to you because they have to be, even
No,
though they don't
it's-
want to be.
No, but they will think about it more before going into it with you and having that commitment with you.
That's
So my point. It's like, what's the point if you're not getting married? It's like you're just it's a relationship, but it's like baby mama, baby daddy. It just seems like people don't want the label,
Why isn't
even
it
though that's what
girlfriend
it
and
is.
boyfriend?
No, it's
Because
not.
there's a,
Because it's a
inherent
degrading word
attachments
from
in
wife.
the
They don't
relationship,
want, like, the
isn't it?
It's a
One of the
degrading
label.
word. Somebody
Yeah.
would call my mom a baby mama. Like, she would walk out of here so fast. Like,
Yeah, so people clearly don't like the word, but they still do the thing that the word means. So it just
Only
it comes back to the
disrespectful
whole
people
Hey,
would
if
say
you're
that.
married,
Call
you're
it
still the
label them.
baby's mama. So like, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Marriage
if you're in
is
a
just like
relationship,
It's not a
paper.
baby mama. That's
why is it not a baby mama? If you guys have
because
a
it means
baby,
you're
you're
not
the
married.
baby.
If you're not married, it's a baby mama, baby
And who
daddy.
is that in the dictionary? Like,
it's
where
a
did
mom
you-
and a dad. Like, it doesn't matter.
an
Like,
Urban
there's
Dictionary.
common law in like
Words.
places. Marriage is kind of useless unless you're very Catholic. And my dad is an atheist, and for him, it was just something that was disrespectful to do because he doesn't believe in that religion. So like, marriage was kind of off the table for him. And
Well, it has a lot of benefits, right? Like, what if somebody gets into an accident and you have to be the
that's
one
what
that
notaries
decides.
are for.
What?
That the notaries.
Notary.
Notary.
Oh, notary.
Yeah.
There's multiple things.
Loss of consortium. You can if
Like,
like
you can sign in front of like somebody to say if I die, this is what happens.
Yeah,
and they
you
sign
could.
it. And
Yeah, you
how is
could
it
do
called?
that, and the same thing with like property and things like that. But there are things that come with marriage that are beneficial to both people, and it's a symbolic way of saying, this is our commitment, and also we have a stake in it, so we're going to really think about it before we go into it, versus baby mama, baby daddy. Well, guess what? I could just leave the state.
But you're assuming that it just jumps from wife and husband to baby mama, baby daddy. Like there's no type of relationships in between.
Like there's
Well,
nothing
if you're
in
married,
between.
then it wouldn't be baby mama, baby daddy.
But
I
if
think
you're
it's-
in a long-term relationship and it's your boyfriend and girlfriend, then it's baby mama and baby daddy. Like where are you getting that?
by definition, yeah.
What-
you're
what
not
is the
married.
definition of baby
You don't have
mama?
legal rights to each other.
What is the definition of baby
Not
mama?
having
Legal
legal
rights to
rights.
each
legal
other?
rights to
Can
each other.
someone-
That's like the
Yeah.
mother of your child.
So if
you're
you
a guy
don't
and
have
vice
legal
versa.
rights to each other, then it just jumps to be like, where are you getting that? I just don't understand.
Because that's how the term's used. English is how we use
it's not.
the
It's not how.
language.
That's
No,
that's
I'm just
not
saying
baby
You're the
mama.
only one who's saying it's used like that.
Just because somebody didn't tie
she
the
said
knot
earlier.
doesn't mean that it's baby mama, baby daddy, whatever. That's
I think-
degrading. Like,
well, then,
it's-
but then why not get married then if you don't like the term?
because
that's
maybe
how
some
it's
people just don't
used.
want to.
Am I the only
cannot
one that's
want
heard
to.
this as a
Like-
term of endearment? Like,
Probably.
I hear people say
I
this in
think
a
we're getting-
positive
everyone's
tone.
saying-
Okay,
the
we're
term.
getting way too caught up on the baby mama. Like the
it's
fucking
it seems like a
whatever.
lot of people don't want like the discipline of the label, like, oh, it's just not well defined, versus like, this is my wife or this is my husband,
Yeah.
versus this is a
Well, I'm
Girlfriend
sorry.
versus
I,
number
came,
one.
I
This is
arrived
my
in the
partner?
U.S. pretty late. Like I was like 18, so the times that I heard the word like baby mama or baby daddy for the first time, that was not in circumstances that were very flattering.
Why
Okay,
can't you
well,
say partner?
I have a child, and we weren't married, but we lived together. Everything was together, but we were gonna get married one day. That was our goal. So we considered ourselves as a family. We considered
Yeah, but
Well,
y'all
then
were
ourselves
together, like
Then
still
did
together.
Did he call
together.
you baby mama?
never.
Then that's
Yeah.
Never.
Well, that's your circumstance because unfortunately, he passed
Yeah.
and everything. But you were planning to. It's kind of
but
like an
during
engagement.
that time,
That's-
So if you're
that
planning to, it's
interim-
not baby mama. I just want a
she's
definition.
basically saying she was engaged.
So she's not a baby mama then if she's engaged. If you're engaged, it's not a baby mama. If you're married,
Well,
it's not a
she's
baby
a-
mama. But if you just have a kid and you're in a relationship, it's baby mama. It's not partner or girlfriend. It's just
Because the difference between not being married
Mm-hmm.
and legally speaking and having the baby outside of that, there's a difference in commitment. It goes to show
okay,
how
well,
much-
legally as a
No, I'm
lawyer,
not.
we never use the term baby mama if the mother and father are not married.
Well, that's how it's used. Plenty of people use it that are still together and have a kid. That's how it seems to be used. And I'm not the only one who's noticed it. She pointed it out as well.
I think when people are in a
So-
relationship, they don't use it. It seems like she even clarified when usually they're not together.
I mean, that's most of
Yeah.
people's like idea of that, but also
I've kinda heard
I
both.
think it depends on what slang you use though, because it's like a slang.
It could be
Yeah.
depending where you're from too. But the point is, one is more committal. Like if you're willing to commit to someone, like you are legally bound to them. That's more of a commitment than just I'm gonna have a baby with somebody and there's no plans to have that commitment
Yeah,
with
that
them.
is completely different. Yeah, that's like, oh,
I think
we
that's
just
why we use the
we
different
just like
terms.
hooked up and we are having a baby together. Then okay, but
It's
you're
an
not
accident.
like
It's
living
different.
together, building a life together. That's different.
Okay, kind